Hi there and welcome to WooCam TV. Our world is a crazy, mysterious, and frightening place. Even if we dedicated our entire lives to traveling the planet, there are astonishing places we could never imagine existed. Nature, after all, adheres to no rules. Step into a world full of mysteries and inexplicable phenomena, where ordinary wonder transforms into deep amazement. Imagine a mystical place in the depths of the ocean, shrouded in mystery, where ships and airplanes suddenly vanish without a trace, as if swallowed by an unknown force. Or mysterious mountains, where the silence still echoes with the footsteps of prehistoric giants. Join us on an exciting journey as we uncover 9 places that defy any scientific understanding and yet remain an inseparable part of our world. Number 1. Boiling River. As the name suggests, this river literally boils. It is located deep in the Amazon and measures approximately 13 feet in length. Unlike other known rivers on Earth, the boiling river is exceptionally hot. Its temperature is so high that the entry of any animal or human into it means instant death. If an animal accidentally falls into it, it is very quickly affected by the extreme water temperature. As a result, it is unable to escape, and unfortunately, in such a situation, survival is generally impossible. Scientists claim that the water in the river can reach temperatures of up to 195 degrees Fahrenheit, but they do not know why. Usually, when river water is hot, scientists attribute it to volcanic activity, but that is not the case here. Recently, scientists have proposed a theory that could explain this unusual phenomenon. They believe that hot water from underground seeps through fractures, heating the river and transforming it into a geothermal system unlike anything previously seen on Earth. Number 2. Alien Cave. Some parts of Earth have been hidden from humans for millions of years. Fortunately, one such place was discovered, and researchers found something fascinating. In southeastern Romania lies a cave believed to have been concealed from light for more than 5 million years. As a result, this cave has an atmosphere unlike anything we know on Earth. It was discovered by a group of workers surveying the area for a power plant installation. They were conducting soil tests to determine whether it was safe to construct such a large structure. This led them to one of the strangest places on Earth. After descending through a narrow shaft and passing through a series of tunnels, they reached a chamber with a lake full of hydrogen sulfide water, which smelled like rotten eggs. The air inside was toxic and filled with hydrogen sulfide, which is 100 times more dangerous than carbon dioxide. Despite the complete absence of light and the poisonous atmosphere, the cave is teeming with life. Here we find an array of spiders, scorpions, small crustaceans, leeches, and centipedes that owe their existence to the harsh conditions, which would be deadly for other creatures. Researchers have identified about 33 species that exist only within this cave and nowhere else. These creatures have adapted to survive in the hydrogen sulfide atmosphere and feed on foam that forms on the rocks. Number 3. Lake Karachay. Even though the Soviet Union has collapsed, its impact is still felt today. Perhaps it would have been better if it had lasted a little longer to witness the consequences of some of its negative actions. Inside one of the nuclear weapons factories lies a lake full of radioactive material. Lake Karachay is the site with the highest concentration of radioactive waste on the planet. It is so toxic that there is no need to immerse yourself in the water to feel its effects. Standing by this lake for just 1 hour is enough to kill an adult human. The Soviet Union used Lake Karachay to dump nuclear waste, which led to most of the problems we experience today. In 1957, an explosion at the factory scattered radioactive particles into the lake and the surrounding area, covering 8,880 square miles. 3 years later, the lake's waters dried up, and radioactive dust was blown as far as 280 miles away. Today, the water is covered with concrete to prevent similar disasters, but the lake remains so toxic that even Chernobyl does not compare. Number 4. The double tree in Piedmont, Italy. In the Piedmont region of Italy lies one of the most unusual places in the world. You might not believe such a thing exists until you see it with your own eyes. This rural landscape boasts a cherry tree that appears normal, except that it grows on a mulberry tree. Yes, you heard correctly. A single root system supports two entirely different types of fruit. Not only is this uncommon, but it seems impossible. This is not the first parasitic tree to grow on another. But such cases are usually much smaller and eventually die off. The double tree in Sorso, however, is different. Both the cherry tree and the mulberry are fully developed and healthy, with each tree spreading its branches up to 16 feet. No one knows how this happened, and scientists remain baffled. Local people suggest that a bird might have dropped a cherry seed onto the mulberry tree, forcing them into cohabitation. It's possible that this intruder sent roots through the hollow trunk of the mulberry tree, eventually reaching the ground. However, this is just speculation, as there is still no official explanation for this phenomenon. Number 5. The Devil's Triangle. When discussing mysterious places on Earth, none is more enigmatic than the Bermuda Triangle, also known as the Devil's Triangle. This terrifying area, where ships and airplanes boldly enter only to vanish without a trace, has earned a reputation as a place of great misfortune. The exact number of losses is impossible to calculate due to their vast number. However, estimates speak of more than 300 ships swallowed by this cursed region. Take, for example, the ship Mary Celeste. This vessel has become synonymous with one of the greatest maritime mysteries. It departed from New York on November 7, 1872, bound for Genoa. Its secret was carried into the dreaded Bermuda Triangle. This brigantine, carrying a valuable cargo of industrial alcohol, was found adrift on December 4th of the same year, with no crew aboard. Although the ship was in good condition, its lifeboats were missing, and the crew's personal belongings were left untouched. However, it wasn't until 1964 that this triangle was named the Bermuda Triangle, a term coined by writer Vincent Gaddis. Centuries earlier, Christopher Columbus encountered mysterious masses of seaweed here, which got tangled in his ships. There are many theories attempting to explain its mystery. People speak of sea monsters and even aliens causing chaos. Some suggest portals to other worlds, but experts believe that the strong Gulf Stream, which influences turbulent weather, plays a major role, and methane gas beneath the ocean can disrupt compasses. Number 6. The Crooked Forest. In 1930, in what was then German Pomerania, a region shrouded in deep forest and dim light, a pine tree was planted. Now near the Polish town of Grafino, a mysterious charm has emerged in this forest expansion. Over the last 90 years, approximately 400 pine trees have taken on an unusual shape. From their bases, which curve sharply northward, these trees form an improbable U-shaped bend before continuing their growth skyward. These dendrological curiosities, though visually distinct, are thriving and reach heights of over 82 feet. There are many theories attempting to unravel this mystery. Some suggest that German planters, facing potential expulsion by the Polish, deliberately influenced the trees' growth to render them unusable. Others whisper stories of the trees being cultivated as a source of naturally curved wood for furniture or shipbuilding, while some consider the possibility of a snowstorm causing the phenomenon. However, evidence remains scarce. The prevailing opinion centers on human intervention, but the exact technique or artistry behind this elegant curve remains unexplained. Number 7. Sea of Stars. Behold the enchanting glowing sea of stars, a breathtaking spectacle that graces our magnificent world. It is located on the island of Vadhu in the Maldives, a celestial paradise for stargazers. This mesmerizing phenomenon attracts travelers from all corners of the globe. As the sun sets, a surreal transformation occurs. Incoming waves capture the fading light, creating an otherworldly blue glow that turns the scene into a different world. It is as if an entire galaxy has descended to illuminate the water, endowing it with an electric shimmer. But wait, this isn't about stars or electricity. The secret behind this mesmerizing sight lies in the realm of tiny creatures, microscopic plankton that have evolved the ability to emit light when threatened. This ingenious defense mechanism helps them escape hungry fish. The intensity of this watery glow varies depending on the conditions in which these bioluminescent marine organisms thrive, making the annual spectacle a unique wonder. For the best experience with these glowing plankton, plan your trip between June and February, when the plankton's dance performance is at its peak. Number 8. Mount Roraima. Deep within the jungles of Venezuela lies a realm that surpasses human imagination. Here, a series of rocky plateaus rises more than 5,900 feet above sea level, known as tepuis, named by the indigenous people. They conceal a treasure trove of plant species found nowhere else on Earth. For centuries, these mysterious heights have captivated adventurers and writers. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's tale of an expedition in the Lost World ignites the imagination, describing explorers encountering living dinosaurs and long-extinct creatures. Although some consider this possible, the challenging terrain has hindered comprehensive exploration. In 1989, an expedition led by German explorer U.E. George under the auspices of National Geographic found no prehistoric creatures or fossil evidence. Yet, most of the tepui's 44 square miles remain unexplored, preserving the enduring hope that atop Mount Roraima lies a mysterious refuge where echoes of the past still survive. Number 9. Ringing Rocks in Pennsylvania. On a hill in Pennsylvania lies a field full of peculiar rocks, the origin of which remains a mystery. There are no higher cliffs nearby, so they could not have fallen here during a landslide. Local residents claim that these rocks have been in this location even before the arrival of European settlers. It is believed to be a natural phenomenon with no known cause. While scientists puzzle over this discovery, they are even more intrigued by another mystery. These rocks emit an unusual sound when struck. They produce a ringing tone, similar to cymbals. There are some theories that might explain this, but it is still unclear why they produce this unique sound. If you strike a single rock, the sound is barely audible because the tone is lower than what the human ear can detect. However, if you strike multiple rocks at the same time, the tones interact and create a sound you can hear. If you know why this happens, let us know in the comments below. And that's all for today's video. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one. If you enjoyed it, please help me grow this channel by commenting, liking, and subscribing. Hours of effort went into creating this video, and it only takes a moment for you to support me.